What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay, benchmark video for you guys today. And today we're gonna redo Monster Hunter Wilds benchmark because now they actually gave the correct driver for it. I tried waiting for it, but I figured they weren't gonna make one for a demo. But I should have waited until it got closer to launch day, and now, lo and behold, now there's a one for fricking the game. So figured I'd do my due diligence and come over and redo the benchmark. So far and everything else, it hasn't been a miracle worker, but I still want to redo it. And so far, FrameGen's been actually working this time, so there's at least that. No matter what, we'll at least get to see that turned on. I couldn't even use that before without the game getting crashed. But in any case, as soon as it's done downloading, which it'll probably be by the time I'm basically done with this sentence, we'll go ahead, hop on into the game, and look at some settings. All right, so we're gonna start off just maxing the thing out, ray tracing and everything. And we're gonna try native first, just for fun. And with ray tracing, of course. And then we'll turn ray tracing off after we go through, like, you know, FSR and FrameGen. Then we're just gonna do Ultra and stuff like that. Well, here's what it got. We did average 71, but there were definitely some drops under 60 here and there. Not huge ones, but they were still there. But let's go turn some FSR on and see how that does. All right, now we're gonna do FSR. And the Ultra version uses quality at least, so here's the rest of the settings though. So now we got 94 FPS. All right, so now we're gonna turn on FSR and FrameGen together just to see what it can muster. It should give a pretty decent result. All right, yes, it definitely got a pretty impressive result, 170. It's not real, but still got a pretty impressive number. That is with FrameGen. I'm glad they at least tell you that too, so people can't just go, look at that, guys, I got 170 FPS maxed out, native, haha. It's like, no, you didn't. All right, so we're gonna start off here now, just on Ultra, no ray tracing, just to see what it'll do without the ray tracing, because most people don't like ray tracing, especially on AMD, but some do, so I figured I'd try to make both crowds happy. But all right, to the bench. So we got 79.95 FPS this time around. So next time around, we should hit almost 100 once we turn some FSR on. But hey, let's go find out right now. So now, FSR time. I guesstimated to get like 98 or something like that, so it'll be fun to see how close I got. Anyway, though, let us move along. It actually did better than I thought. We got 103.93. I figured it wasn't even going to hit 100, but we barely got over it. Not bad. And this is not with FrameGen yet. But speaking of that, let's go see how FrameGen does. So now we're going to go ahead and turn FrameGen on. And heck, it might even hit 200 FPS this time. I mean, they won't be real FPS, but who knows? It might be able to hit it. Well, let's go find out. Well, no, we couldn't quite hit 200, but we got 186.34. I thought 200 might be a little overzealous, but in any case, why don't we go ahead and move right along? So now we'll do high just for fun too. I don't think anybody's going to really go too much lower than that on a system like this. But of course, we'll try it native first, just for fun. And alrighty, it's benchmark time. Well, this time we got 84.67 FPS. And I'm pretty sure even native, it stayed above 60 the whole time. If it did drop, it was like to 58 or 59 for like a split second or something like that. All right, so there's all of the just stuff that keeps the same basically. But I just like showing it just to show you that I didn't go, oh, I put it down to 960p too. But I think the benchmark thing tells you the resolution anyway, so people that try to do that kind of shit get caught. Anyway, though, let's go run that bench. Now, here we go with the FSR on. We got 117, almost 120. Not quite. And that's just high. No FrameGen yet. We're going to test that next, though. So let's go ahead and do just that. It is now FrameGen time. All right, let's go see how it do. All right, and this time around we did hit over 200. It's fake frames, but we still hit over 200. And now, we move on. All right, now to run the benchmark on camera. A little different than some of the other videos, mainly because the way I'd run it, we already did earlier in the video, so I didn't see the point in doing it twice. So, here we are. We're just going to run Ultra, Ray Tracing, but with FSR on quality. No frame gen. So, let's start the benchmark. I also turned on the little FPS monitor so we could see the percentile lows and all that good stuff.
いい場所があったらベースキャンプを作るって。腕が鳴る。すべてはそこからですね。頑張ろう。見つかるといいな。取り勝ち。
あれで近づこう。
できるのですか？
やってみる。
僕もいたい。
Dropped under 60 there. Other hard part is when we get down to this field, so let's see if it can do that. I believe it did earlier in the video. I don't know why it wouldn't now. I saw it was 63 for a second there. So there could be some spots it still drops under 60 a little bit for you guys when the game actually comes out in certain areas, but I think for the most part this is pretty good for most people. still stays over 60 in town as well. Alright, and we get a 31,995 with an average FPS of 94. So definitely more than playable. That's about the kind of FPS I like for these kinds of games. But in any case, let's go wrap this video on up, shall we? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Monster Hunter Wilds Benchmark. And definitely got some slightly better performance than without the correct drivers, but it wasn't anything to like write home about. But definitely performs pretty decently on this PC, though it still needs, if you want ray tracing, a little help from FSR. Without the ray tracing, yeah, you'd probably be fine to even play native if you wanted to, but I still think it looks a little better with FSR's AA than the TAA plus FX, what was it, TAA and FXX, yeah. Anything, I just don't like either one of those, and you combine the two, and I literally basically made the same thing noise Sideshow Bob makes when he gets hit in the face with a rake, that kind of noise. But anyway though, glad I went back and tested these with the correct drivers. So we'll obviously come back and test the whole game when it releases, but until then, I think we're about done with this. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.